I used AI photos to build a top 1% profile on Hinge. What if you could create an entire online dating profile without ever picking up a camera? Well, you can. But first, let me show you that I'm not a phony and I actually get these kind of results. So, like I said, I've built a top 1% profile on Hinge. These are some of the notifications and my profile on Hinge. I sent roses because I'm on the standouts. Hinge notifications. Some of the women that I get on the daily. And then just a handful of numbers that I get on the daily as well. So, guys, I know what belongs on the dating profile. I know what works. So that's my proof. So these 6 photos in front of you are my current photos on my Hinge profile. And all 6 of these were created with AI. So that is the standard and the quality that we're at right now. Like I said, these are so unrecognizable from AI. Like, they're so realistic because it looks like me. It's my face, it's my head, it's my body. And, you know, like I said, on those notifications, my Hinge notifications, I've had 800 plus women come to me in the last 7-8 weeks. And not one of them have said or commented on a photo saying I look like AI. That's how good it is. So, yeah, this is just what belongs on a dating profile, okay? So if we go into these one by one, and I can just show you what belongs on a dating profile, okay? If you're sat there with low effort and low value looking selfies from 4 years ago, something you just found in your camera roll that you think just belongs on a dating profile, then you need to tap into this, okay? Because women's standards are through the fucking roof. So you either rise up to those standards or you get left at the bottom, picking up the scraps or getting no results. Because that's how the online dating game plays now, okay? So, a lot of guys say, online dating's a scam and stuff. Like, no, it's not. You just have to level up. Simple as that. You either have to level up your appearance, okay, by getting into the gym, dropping weight off your face, a decent haircut every week and all that kind of stuff, like the basics, which like every man should do anyway. Like, that's just how it is. Or you need to level up your dating profile with really good, high quality images, and we can do this with AI now, okay? So this is my first photo. So the idea behind this is when she's scrolling off all the guys that she's not attracted to or got shit profiles, and then she lands on something like this, I want to grab her attention, okay? So what does that is a fucking bright sun over my shoulder, okay? I'm coming in with a nice sunset shot. I'm in a white linen shirt. It's undone, okay? That's what I want to do. It's not necessarily it doesn't necessarily have to be like your best photo, but it's got to grab attention. So something on there got to grab her attention. And we do that with a sunset shot, okay? Next photo, it's like a London street, coffee vibe or whatever. Sat cool on a chair. This one gets a lot of likes. I'm a bit dressed up in this, okay? That's kind of smart casual, to be fair, but got the polo on, long sleeve, got the loafers on, like, you just look good. Like, you just got to have really attractive photos by dressing well, and like AI can do this now. Like, I don't own any of these clothes. Like, but I'm not, it's realistic though, because I'm not putting myself in, $80,000 suits and stuff like that. Like, I'm not on a yacht. I'm not, leaning up against a Ferrari and stuff. Like, I don't live that life, so I'm not gonna portray that on my profile. Like, every one of these shots I can do in real life if I wanted to. Simple as that. And then third photo is obviously showing what my face looks like properly. Okay, you need a good face shot to obviously see what you look like. But like I said, it's a date vibe. So you can sort of see what I look like in an evening date night shop. Like, that's what I'm trying to do. I always say this, okay? If your photo is able to pass the litmus test, and the litmus test being, if she can envision herself next to you in the photo or by you in the photo, it's probably a good photo, okay? So like this one, for example, like, she sat across from me, this is what I look like, that's what she's going to imagine, and that's how I think about things, okay? You know, she's looking at this shot on my fourth one. Like, she wants to be standing next to me on that balcony shot, taking the photo with me. Like, she just does. That's how women are, okay? They want to look good in a photo with someone next to them, okay? And then we just got some, you know, candid, cool poses in some cool clothing, you know, just to complete the profile. And then what I always recommend for your sixth and final photo is, guys, you gotta end on a banger, okay? Like, and I do that with a tuxedo shot. I'm coming in with a suit. I'm coming in with a bow on. Like, that's how I want to finish my profile, because if she's gone all the way down to my my profile and landed on this photo, this is where she makes her decision now, okay? Before she scrolls back up and she's going to go, right, I'm liking this one or commenting on this one or whatever. Like, this is where she makes her decision. So you have to finish on a banger. Now, if you notice, like, all 6 of my photos, guys, none of them are weak. I don't have any weak photos in here, okay? I don't have, you know, shitty selfies. I don't have any of that. Okay, this is the standard now, guys. You have to tap into this, okay? You can't be sitting around with a shit profile anymore. I get quite passionate about this because it pisses me off, because I know a lot of guys moan about not getting results and stuff, but it's because you've got a shit profile, okay? And this is what we can create now with AI, okay? There's no excuse, absolutely no excuse. I'm not asking you to go to the south of France to get this photo. I'm not. You can do it in your house, okay? You can get these shots in your house like I did. So when you've crafted your images and you've got a complete profile, the result of that then is your conversations are way better with women, okay? Because they're making the first move on you, okay? So I've lined up every single one of my photos here and the conversations that follow from girls liking those photos, okay? Obviously, I have really good text game. If you've seen like my Instagram and TikTok and other YouTube videos, you know, I know how to talk to women. I know how it works, and I obviously use my 5-stage messaging system, which guides them through the conversation well to obviously go from first message to the phone number. So I know what I'm doing. But regardless of that, women are making the first move, and then we just guide the conversation the way I want it to obviously get the number, because that's the whole goal of this. Okay. I'm not there to be a pen pal. I'm there to get her number and get her off the app so I can start dating them and all that other stuff. So when it comes to, let me put you on some game by here, guys. This is what I teach my clients, okay? So I know a lot of guys say, oh, I just don't know what to say. I don't know, blah, 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 blah. Guys, when you build out your profile, okay? Or if you want to work with me and I do it for you, what we do is with every photo that we create a preset line to say every time we get a like or comment on that photo. So when you create your 6 photos, or I create them for you if you choose to work with me or whatever, what we do is we create a preset line that looks something like this, okay? So every time you get a like or comment on one of your photos, you're going to have a preset line that you send every time, no matter what, okay? So this is what it looks like, okay? So every time I get a like on this photo, I say this: was it the sunset or the white on white combo, okay? So the idea behind these preset lines is you're starting the conversation off in a fun, playful, flirtatious manner, okay? So the conversation can just get going. We're not saying, hey, how are you and all that crap to start a boring conversation. We just don't do that over here, okay? So that's what that looks like. And then obviously, you just go into the 5 stages, like I've mentioned. Check out another video to understand what I mean about the 5 stages. I won't go into that here now, but that's what this looks like, okay? So with this one, it will be your handbag on the table next. This is how you can expect me to look when we date. Was it the sunset or the undone white linen shirt? Don't worry, I'll hold your hand like I held this jacket when we cross the road. And then my favorite, this is how you can expect me to look as your +1 to a wedding, okay? So like that's what I'm saying in these conversations to get conversations off to a good start and obviously lead to getting numbers, okay? So like that's what it looks like. That's a bit of game for you guys right there. So I'm not the only one that's done this, okay? I do this for my clients and anyone that goes through this AI process that I have. And these are some of the results, okay? Like at the first glance, there's no way you are looking at these and thinking, oh, these are AI. These are so good, realistic, iPhone candid shots. And just look at the quality, guys. any pose, any location, any pieces of clothing, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to wear, it'll do it for you, okay? It nails the camera angles, the lighting, the environment, the setting, the background. It does all that for you, okay? And these are some of the results that you can produce. You know, we got dinner shots, we got street casual wear, we got tuxedo shots, we got Chris Bayer in a tennis shot. Okay, so if you've got hobbies and cool activities that you do, then you can do that. Okay, we got Felipe in a pool in some mountain area or whatever. We got a hiking shot Bayer. Okay, these are some of the shots that you can do. You know, about to walk your dog in a country lane, whatever. But look how it's done it though, okay? It's like, oh, walking your dog in a country lane, like, that's just kind of like whatever. But look at the way it's done, you know? That's a creative, candid shot that all of a sudden makes a shot really cool, you know? And that's what we're going after. You know, beach vibes, another tennis shot there. So yeah, this is working do. Now, another thing is, if you look at this one by here, if you're in shape, guys, like you got a really cool physique, it can actually do your physique, okay? So this is like, obviously, this is Jared Bayer, this is a real person, obviously in really good shape. So you wanted some shirtless shots? Sure, let's do it. And the same with Chris as well. Yeah, Chris came to me after a 12-week cut with his coach, and he said, I want some shirtless shots. Can we do it? I was like, yeah, let's give it a go. And that's what it produced, okay? That's his actual physique. So if you're in really good shape and you want to display that, you can, which is fucking awesome. So if any of you are interested in this AI system and you want to create photos for your online dating profile, Instagram, or both, then click the link in the description. If any of you require coaching, okay, you want to get your profile optimized to the best it can be, you want messaging support, you want to be in a WhatsApp group with me and my brother and stuff like that, full on coaching, okay, to get you dates and women and stuff like that, then message me the word system on Instagram and we can get started. But other than that, I'll see you in the next video.